Made in Britain is a contemporary art exhibition featuring about 150 pieces of artworks by 35 groups of artists, selected from a British Council collection of 8,500 pieces of artworks.
And I think it's a really great selection because there's not only key figures in British contemporary art scene.
我覺得Sarah Lucas 係啊，咁因為其實佢講 gender 呢個 issue， 咁都幾有佢嘅一套啦。
係我睇到一個叫 Dan Norton 嘅作品啦，咁你可以入到去，唔單止睇喎，仲可以玩嗰個作品。咁我哋就會覺得我哋自己作為一個觀眾嘅參與都多咗。
Made in Britain is a collaborative project that is a cultural exchange between China and the UK. It was also designed as a legacy for the Future Demands Your Participation exhibition, which was shown at the Mingsheng Art Gallery in Shanghai as part of Shanghai Expo festivities. So we use that as a springboard to make this exhibition.
Made in Britain is a touring exhibition across 4 different cities in China. We worked with the Sichuan Museum, Xi'an Art Museum, Hong Kong Heritage Museum, and the Suzhou Museum as well.
呢個展覽計劃咧，其實喺2010年嘅時候咧已經係開始展開㗎啦。咁參與嘅博物館咧派出咗代表咧一齊喺英國咧開會議啦，係選取呢個藝術品啦，從而呢個展覽嘅呈現名單。咁之後咧，各自嘅藝術館咧就負責場地嘅展覽設計啦、宣傳啦，同埋一個裝置展品呢啲工作。
The selection here was jointly put together by the curators from all the venues, and there was a particular interest from the curators in China for inclusion of works by the YBAs, who are a group of young British artists, and a group of artists that came to prominence from the late 80s to the mid-1990s. Particularly, there are people like Damien Hirst, Sarah Lucas, Jake and Dinos Chapman.
The project itself, when it's on tour, it goes on about a year. But of course, we started the preparation the year before, so altogether, well, from start to end, it takes about 2 years. The objective of this exhibition is British Council as a facilitator to facilitate the cultural exchange and artistic exchange between the UK and China, Hong Kong. We want to, through this exhibition, give the audience a fresh new look at the contemporary arts by bringing out the British Council collection's artwork from the 1980s to year 2010.
我覺得其實好難得可以將譬如你話1980年至到而家英國30年你哋嘅 collection 都可以擺到喺一齊，同埋亦都今日可以邀請到藝術家喺度，咁可以聽到佢哋去講佢哋自己嘅藝術嘅作品，都係好親身。
The work in the show Made in Britain was made in 2000. It's made mostly of polystyrene with a little bit of foam rubber and a tiny bit of steel internal structure. And the work is really about bringing together my interests in traditional sculpture and popular culture. It's a combination of traditional methods of carving with a modern material like polystyrene, and the imagery that I use is drawn from traditional Western sculpture and cartoon. High culture and low culture brought together.
我最中意嗰件就係 Gian Waring 嗰件 work 啦，咁佢主要就係去 interview 一啲行人，即係普通 public 咁樣，就去可以反映翻一啲社會議題。咁我覺得呢一個係好好嘅機會，就令到一啲即係普羅大眾，即係未必一定會接觸到 art 嘅，但係就會有一個機會去 engage 喺一啲 art 嘅活動。
I would say that one of the things that I found very particular in Hong Kong is the quality of the questions that people ask about the work. There seems to be an openness here. Also, the way people are looking at the work, I noticed yesterday at the opening, people take a lot of time with this and will look at the work for a while, then head off, then come back to it, look at it again. And that's very, again, that's very reassuring.
China is a very, very exciting market. So much is going on, so many brilliant artists are developing. British Council as a cultural organization, we want to play a role in facilitating the artistic and cultural creative dialogue and process between the UK and China. So whenever there is an opportunity that we could be part of the facilitation process, we want to bridge the artistic exchange between the UK and China and hope that both the UK and China can develop more interesting projects together.
I think in the future, China and Asia, like every single nation should do an exhibition similar to that as a way again to promote national heritage and national like artistic development. Every nation should do really a show like this.